1 out of every 10 people you see walking around America is like getting ready to get on a cruise in the next week or two.
Had 5 of my fraternity brothers just show up who I haven't seen in years.
Somebody walked up to me and said, I'm a little burnt boy.
He does charcoal drawings of Timothée Chalamet and sells them online.
Fish of the week!
It's the fish of the week. Barnaby looks like a goth girl's kite. A Hawaiian shirt with a sweatshirt on because I'm a little chilly.
Come on, we're having a great time here.
Come on.
Come hang out with us.
And the last few, it can be used as a shampoo, a conditioner, an exfoliant for your skin.
Yeah.
Plus, you can use it to clean your sink, your shower, and your toilet.
Dude, that's a miracle.
Yeah, and those are the 57 uses of Heinz tomato ketchup.
That is an unbelievable list. And just to clarify, you would never put it on a burger or a hot dog.
No, just cleaning the old skin in the toilet.
Okay. Speaking of skin in the toilet, Chip, I think we started recording already.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what up, everybody? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. We are the #1 tropical travel comedy podcast on the planet. Can you even believe it?
On the planet Earth, we are #1. I can believe it. Yeah, I'm saying we are #1. I'm taking it by storm in the tropical travel comedy genre. We have this alpha energy. We are #1.
Mm-hmm.
We are the ones to be reckoned with. You can see that I am not comfortable at all being in this alpha situation. I tried for 5 seconds to be that dominant alpha male that crushes all other podcasts.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. I think I literally got a paper cut while saying that.
Tough to do in a Hawaiian shirt, you know?
A Hawaiian shirt with a sweatshirt on because I'm a little chilly.
We're very sensitive. Our flowers need to be warmed up a little bit.
Yes, they do.
Everybody, to my right, as always, is my illustrious co-host. You know him from Netflix. You know him from a stand-up comedy special, Move Closer. It's Philadelphia's own Chip Chantry.
And over here to my left is Emmy award-winning producer, writer. He does charcoal drawings of Timothée Chalamet and sells them online to raise money for his stray porcupine rescue, Mr. Thomas O'Brien.
I don't support everything Chalamet says in the press, but I do support how his chin can hold a nice line.
Those sweet, sweet cheekbones.
Sharper than the instrument I used to draw him.
Exactly.
Do you think that's okay for him to be getting roasted like this over that comment, Chip?
I think so. I think he's got to get thrown back. He's an artist, kind of dunking on some of the other art forms. It's like, let him have it a little bit. It is kind of like that, ballet and opera thing. It's like just that alpha male tropical travel comedy genre that we're in. It's like, hey, we're just over here doing our thing. But if somebody tries to take a swipe at us, Kitty's going to get the claws out. How about you?
Shouldn't have said it. I don't think he meant to say it.
Right.
You're in an interview. Somebody's talking to you. You're free-flowing. I just wish they would have edited it out.
Yes.
Instead of having a bunch of hurt feelings, a bunch of controversy, he could have just gone to an award show and got his ass handed to him and left with a little bit of dignity.
Right. Exactly.
Edit the man's mistakes out. He admitted it immediately. He's like, oh, I shouldn't say that. He's like, I probably talked down to some people, didn't I? And Matthew McConaughey is just like, nah, I hear what you're saying. Trying to smooth it over by ignoring that anything bad happened.
Well, I mean, I could go on. I mean, we're on a freeform podcast right now where I could say whatever I want, but maybe you would edit this out. That, if I say this about the
Chip
and the Irish people, so just edit that out.
It's true. We do have the gift of editing. I wish they would have helped our boy Timmy out with it. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Yeah. Something tells me he's going to be just fine.
I think he'll be okay.
He made a movie I saw in theaters about ping pong.
Yeah. So I think we're good. I just can't wait for his next foosball musical, and I think he'll be good.
Yeah. A foosball jukebox musical. It's him playing foosball to a soundtrack by
Miami Sound Machine.
I love it.
The rhythm is gonna get you.
Well, dude, we got to get going, man.
Yeah, we got too much to do.
We have such a chock full episode.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the rundown. Are you ready, Chip?
I don't think so, but give it to me.
Hold on to your lay. We're about to get tropical, dude. The oldest hotel in Waikiki Beach just hit an age milestone your grandparents definitely won't.
No, they will not.
Thailand's most famous island is getting a resort, and the Sunburnt podcast has a direct connection.
Yeah, we do.
Scientists found a mineral on Mars that doesn't exist on Earth, and this rock has an $11 billion price tag. 22 million Americans are about to turn cruise ships into floating frat houses this spring break. DC's famous cherry blossoms are actually Japan's second attempt after we sent their first gift back to the kitchen. Tourists are now spending $10 billion a year chasing darkness. The Academy Awards were Sunday, but we have the list every actor actually wanted to be on this year. Mm-hmm. The number one at the top of that list is a Sunburnt favorite, an actual all-star of all things burnt. We've got a special St. Patrick's Day Buffett fact, Chip.
Yeah, we do.
Putting those two things together, good God, we're on fire, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We got Fish of the Week. It's Barnaby, and he can recognize himself in a mirror.
Dude, I can't recognize myself in a mirror half the time, and Barnaby is killing it.
Barnaby is such a freaking star. We're going to jump into the good book. If you're looking for a little peace and quiet, Chip found a vacation destination where the closest neighbors are a 7-day boat ride away. Trouble in Paradise hotline is open. You can leave us a voicemail at 310-845-6038. And if we use your message, we're going to send you one of these bottles where you can do an old-fashioned slather with us at the start of every podcast using the Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch, the exact formula that we use to get our slather going.
To get our Tropic all is what I got to say.
Oh, man, it feels so good, too. The weather's turning everywhere, Chip.
It smells summery.
We're actually needing it. Played some pickleball this weekend. Applied twice. Still think I got a little zing.
It's all about the reapplication, baby.
This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. My digital clock isn't showing the time. It's showing a countdown from an hour.
That's right, Mr. Chantry. We've booked you in our hotel's escape room. You have 60 minutes to solve the puzzle in your room and escape.
What happens if I don't solve the puzzle?
I've said too much already. Good luck, Chip.
Thank you.
Chip!
Thomas.
Episode 54 of the Sunburnt podcast, buddy.
Yeah.
They just keep coming.
Just one after another. And the numbers just keep adding up. I mean, they don't decrease the more you do them. I'll say that.
I'm a numbers daddy. I'm always tracking the data.
Mathematician.
And I really care about this podcast. And, YouTube's been a little slower than the audio version growing.
Uh-huh.
But something happened last week, man. And we just want to thank you. People were just reeling off the long-form podcast.
Reeling in the years, baby.
Do pretty well in shorts. Do pretty well on the audio. And then the long-form YouTube was lagging behind a little bit. And just dude, there was a day where we kind of 10x'd the amount of time people were watching for. The next day, it doubled on top of that. And then yesterday, it doubled on top of that. Something is hopefully happening that's here for good. But either way, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Subscribe to our YouTube. See our beautiful faces if you're just listening.
Yeah, it's spring break right now. And everybody's popping off in the tropical travel genre.
Yeah, dude. Just come on. We're having a great time here.
Come on.
Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Chip, did you get into anything this weekend?
Trouble is what I got into, I will tell you that much.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I was at Steel Stacks in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite shows every year. Did not disappoint this time. We were talking about spring break a little while ago. Had 5 of my fraternity brothers just show up, who I haven't seen in years.
Oh, wow.
Show up, sit in the front row, and we're there for the show. So that was a lot of fun.
Did they chug?
They imbibed, I will say that. They had a good time, which was great. So I was glad to see them.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I think I was telling you last week it was like 80 degrees in Philadelphia. It was amazing.
Yeah, turning around.
We're back down to, it was 33 this morning and windy when I walked the dog this morning. So we're back in the cold doldrums, but I just had that taste of summer, and I'm riding that wave with the Sunburnt podcast. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. I think we're getting to the tail end of it. How about you, Thomas?
Dude, I love it. Academy Award season. Kind of a big weekend here in the old Los Angeles entertainment landscape.
Huge weekend for you and your household.
When I'm out at comedy things, something that's a little more adjacent to the Sunburnt podcast. It's not uncommon for a burnt one to come up and say, what up? It's just like, an overarching circle. But this was the first time I was at like a real deal kind of like Hollywood event.
Okay.
A room full of, powerful people.
Decision makers.
Some decision makers in the industry. And, as somebody walked up to me and said, I'm a little burnt boy.
Come on.
A burnt one coming up in this environment. Not usually expecting that.
In this economy?
Can you imagine a little burnt boy being at a party?
No.
That's a deep cut. I think I called us little burnt boys maybe twice, and you didn't like it very much, so we stopped.
But coming out of somebody else's mouth, I enjoy it.
Dude, it was so cool. And then, it was one of those things, like we've shot our flare gun up into the air. Mm-hmm. We've said, this is who we are. This is what we're into. We've proved it for 54 episodes. Mm-hmm. And now when we're out and about, other burnt ones can come right up to us. Come up to us. If you're a burnt one, come say what up. This is why we're doing it. It made a very like potentially cold room, a room where I didn't know a lot of people, feel very, very comfortable.
You got the sand in your toes all of a sudden.
I mean, that's why we did it. We wanted to let people know this is what we're into. If you're into it, you're a burnt one, you're part of the crew. And we just had an amazing conversation about comedy and about tropical travel. Turns out he's into both of those things. Can you imagine? He found the Sunburnt podcast being into both of those things.
The Venn diagram. He found it because we're the #1 tropical travel comedy podcast.
If I'm at the comedy store or whatever, I get it. Like people come out, it's expected, it's normal.
Right.
But this was like, outside of that a little bit. And what a strong connection. What a great conversation we had about all things in the comedic movie landscape. It was friggin' awesome, dude.
That's what we're doing while we are doing, Thomas.
Burnt ones all over the place, and I couldn't be happier. Dude, are you ready to jump into For the Algo?
Dude, there's so much for the algo this week. I can't wait.
For the Algo is a segment where we talk about things in hopes that you'll like it, and it will also make the computers like us too, so they'll show more of us to more of you.
Maybe that's why it's popping off a little bit more, because we're making the digital overlords all tingling in their zeros and ones.
Dude, I love tickling the zeros and ones. Mm-hmm. But this first story, so near and dear to my heart, near and dear to us.
Yep.
Before Waikiki was a place you went to get sunburnt, it was a place you went to get malaria from a duck pond. Did you know that, Chip?
I mean, that's my second favorite type of vacation.
And then one man dropped $150,000 to build a hotel with 75 rooms, a private phone in each one, and the island's first electric elevator.
And you should say $150,000 in what year, Thomas? Because if somebody built, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't care where it is. If somebody spent $150,000 on a 75-room hotel, I'm not staying in that hotel today in 2026.
That's going to be a hotel for roaches.
That is a death trap waiting to happen. This was many a year ago.
This year marks the 120th anniversary of the opening of the Moana Surfrider in Waikiki, dude. It was the first hotel kind of over there in that Waikiki area. Apparently, it just used to be a swamp with mosquitoes and ducks, and it wasn't like a place you'd go to hang out necessarily. And now it's become the beautiful escape that we know and love. And the Moana Surfrider is literally my favorite place on this planet.
And it's been there since 1901. That's incredible. And I have to say, I stayed next door at the hotel, but I spent a lot of my time at the Moana.
Yeah.
What a beaut.
For reference, the banyan tree in the courtyard, where the beach bar is, where they play live music every night.
Old Keith. I like to call him Old Keith. That's what sometimes people like name trees.
Yeah, the tree. Yeah.
There's Old Keith.
Old Keith, the banyan tree. And it's the beach bar is the home of your favorite Mai Tai in all of Hawaii.
My favorite Windex drink as well, but that's all right.
Yeah, we had a blue Hawaiian that really could peel some paint off a wall.
But I think it was just an accident. It was a fluke. But I will say, also maybe my favorite burger ever.
Mai Tai and the burger at the beach bar at the Moana Surfrider. That's the first thing I do every time I get to Waikiki. The first thing we did when we landed there, and I don't regret it for a second. And I normally have 2 or 3 of those combos over the course of a week.
And then he goes right to the emergency room in Waikiki, which is also decked out beautifully.
I've been to the emergency room in Waikiki with the meats 7 times.
Mm-hmm. All worth it. Every trip worth it.
It's always worth it. So, dude, the banyan tree was planted in 1904, Chip.
So 3 years in. Yeah.
3 years in.
So that tree's over 100 years old.
It's now over 75 feet tall, and the tree is older than sliced bread, the NFL, and commercial aviation, Chip.
It's just doing its thing. It's been on vacation ever since. Imagine being a tree, and, like, you don't get to decide where you're planted.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're going to plant you in literally the coolest place on earth.
Can you imagine the amount of good vibes that tree has soaked up over, what is it, 122 years, 21 years?
Yeah.
To celebrate, they released 125 monarch butterflies into the courtyard, opened a time capsule from 2001, which is like, okay.
That was the one that I thought was really funny. Like, everything else, I was like, this is the coolest story. What a great celebration. And then they're just like, oh, a time capsule. I'm like, oh, a time capsule from 1901? Or even like 1940.
Yeah.
Like, great, let's do this. And then it's like 2001.
Any time capsule that like comes out from a year that Jessica Alba like probably had a hit in the theaters just doesn't hit the same way for me.
Yes.
But here's the big one, Chip. To celebrate, they're also giving guests a $600 anniversary credit per stay. I think you have to like hit some different elements to make that work, but pretty cool, dude. It's my favorite place. Like, go check it out. 125 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, just go on YouTube. You're probably on YouTube right now. Diverge. When you're done this podcast, go just look at. I'm sure there's definitely videos about it, but about the Moana. I remember I just loved being up in that stairwell with all of the old pictures. I took my wife to see it.
Yeah.
With all the old historic photos of just like these this beautiful, just gorgeous hotel right on the water in Waikiki, overlooking Diamond Head.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
And I could be wrong, but like I think it was episode 41 of the podcast. We shot in the Moana Surfrider.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was literally, you can watch us in a 125-year-old hotel.
We're in a newer wing probably than the original.
We're in a newer, nicer.
It's the Sunburnt upgrade we get.
Yes.
All right, man. And now we're taking a step next door.
Yes.
To the Outrigger Hotel.
It's where I stayed. That's where the Blue Note Jazz Club is, where we did Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise. And another great hotel. Duke's Bar.
Duke's Hula Grill.
The Hula Grill.
I'm sure there's an ABC store.
Oh, there definitely is an ABC store. That's where I got my floats from, Thomas.
It's really a special spot. But Outrigger also in the news because they are launching a new resort on the island where the Leonardo DiCaprio filmed The Beach, Chip.
Interesting.
The island of Phi-Phi. Yes, the one where Leonardo DiCaprio found that secret lagoon and lost his mind at the beach is getting an Outrigger luxury beachfront resort opening this year. They're also opening new properties in the Maldives and Vietnam, dude. The Outrigger is outreaching.
Dude, outrigging the Indian Ocean by storm.
Absolute beautiful paradise. The Outrigger's moving in. What are you hoping they're taking from your experience in Waikiki and bringing to that island, Chip?
Okay, so first of all, you got to have the Mai Tai, right?
You got to have the Mai Tai.
Got to bring those ties.
That's a Duke's Mai Tai. So the Hula Grill and Duke's share a kitchen, I believe. They have different menus, but that drink is exactly the same. It is the same Mai Tai, the Duke's Mai Tai.
You want to have a fun poke buffet. We did the buffet a couple times. Did the breakfast buffet was fun.
Yeah.
And the poke bowls were great. But I got to say, bring an ABC store. That's of all the beautiful things when it came to the Outrigger, our hotel room was beautiful. The balcony, the staff was great. Bring an ABC store to the Indian Ocean. The people are clamoring for it. Do you want to get a magnet with the name of the island on there, plus some T-shirts, plus some motor oil, and a couple of pallets of Kool-Aid, as well as, I don't know, let's just say a harmonica?
Yeah.
then the ABC store has it. They literally have everything. It is the size of a walk-in closet, and it has literally more items than Amazon.com.
Unbelievable pitch for the ABC store. I think that's absolutely correct. Yeah. I am hoping they bring a venue where Chip Chantry can perform. A venue where we can have an In Paradise stop someday. Outrigger, we would love to come christen whatever theater situation you've set up at this resort. Let us know. Get us on the horn, please.
I'll do some Leo DiCaprio jokes. We can do it. What's the deal with Shutter Island? Are you guys all going to be incepted? Yeah, I can do it.
This hotel is so new. Leonardo DiCaprio would date it. Classic Leo jokes like that.
2 quick questions. What's for dinner and what's eating Gilbert Grape? These are the brand of humor that I bring.
And can you imagine after you've got this material up on its feet for a year, because you put in the work, you dedicate it like a year of straight Leonardo DiCaprio work, get a nice tight 3-minute chunk, really blow the roof off of the Outrigger Fi-Fi.
I'll do a couple of night show, and then I will have departed. just yet another Leo movie.
You're on fire, dude.
Yeah, really.
All right, next story. We can't find the guts to use our paid time off on Earth, but we found a brand new mineral on Mars, Chip.
We did.
Scientists just discovered a brand new mineral on Mars called Donomite.
Donomite.
Not only does Donomite sound like a supplement you can take to squeeze a little pee-pee out before bed, Chip, it was also found chilling in Jezero Crater by a machine that shares the name of your current method of tinkling before bed, the Perseverance rover.
That's what I'm calling it.
It doesn't match any of the 6,000 plus minerals we've cataloged on Earth. Donomite is formed under extreme deep subsurface pressure.
That's how most comedians make it out of the open mic scene. It's the same exact thing. Just deep subterranean pressure.
Now there's a big debate, Chip. NASA doesn't know if it wants to bring this sample back to Earth. It's considering it. The price tag would be $11 billion, Chip. $11 billion to bring Donomite back to Earth.
And how much of that Mars rock do you think it is? Is it the size of a baseball? Is it the size of a 3-car garage?
Oh.
Is it going to be a tiny little gem that's going to be the engagement ring for Jeff Bezos' next wife? We don't know. And it's high pressure, so it's got to be super heavy.
Oh, yeah, that's a dense nugget.
A pretty lady with a dead arm, basically, just dragging those knuckles around with that hot Mars rock.
Dude, this one is shocking to me. We've talked a lot about cruises, but America is officially on cruise control, Chip.
Cruise control. Speed 2, baby.
Dude, 21.7 million Americans are choosing boats over beaches for spring break this year.
21.7, is that what you said?
21.7 million Americans, dude. Like, that is getting close to, like, 1 out of every 10 people you see walking around America is, like, getting ready to get on a cruise in the next week or two.
To put in perspective how many 21.7 million people are taking cruises, that's too many.
Dude, I think people are trying to relax, man.
They need it. They're getting away.
They're getting away. They're getting some sun. They're having some fun. They're not having to worry about picking a restaurant. They're not having to worry about cooking. They're having to worry about dishes. They're not having to worry about activities. Do you know how much room there is for activities on a cruise ship?
So many activities.
This is the highest number ever recorded for the spring break period. You know who's the most excited about this, Chip?
Who's that?
I think Netflix. Because with 21.7 cruisers, at least one of them's going to go missing.
Yeah, I mean, with those numbers, maybe here's what I would do. If I was Netflix, I would just give out free passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every once in a while you click on something, it's like, because you liked The Office, you get a free trip. Oh, also, are you clumsy? Yes. Here's an extra ticket.
I think with those kind of numbers, this would be my hope. Somebody's just like kind of over their current life, right? Like they just want a refresh. They want a hard start over. They figure out a way to disappear off of a cruise ship.
Pull the old Dick Whitman, if you will.
Exit onto an island. Start living a remarkable sun-soaked life on a beach somewhere. They get to have the life they always wanted. Netflix gets another docuseries where they can show beautiful tropical footage of people at sea. They can interview everybody that's ever worked or been on that ship. They can talk to all of this person's loved ones, give them a little shine.
Yep.
And take the world on a cinematic journey of trying to find this person. And then when it's left unresolved at the end, it's ultimately unsatisfying.
I'm greenlighting this project already.
But it does leave the door open that somewhere they're out there just having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I also do like it when a bass player gets accused of a crime. And that is part of every cruise documentary, is somebody in the band is at least has a finger pointed at him.
The low end always gets the brunt of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the drummer.
Often it is actually the drummer, but he's not who's accused. Or she. No. That was sexist.
Come on, Thomas.
Chip, dude, we're heading into cherry blossom season in Washington, D.C.
I've got my decorations up. I've made my my famous chili for the season.
Yeah, we're ready for the blossoms, dude. A beautiful time of year. I've been there before. But an interesting fact is circulating about the cherry blossoms. The cherry trees were actually a gift from Japan, Chip.
Yes, I knew that.
I had no idea because I'm dumb.
Well, that's right.
But here's something people don't know. The first initial offering was brought over here, I believe, by ship. And you know what we did when they handed us over all these beautiful cherry trees?
What's that?
We lit them right on fire. They were covered. They were covered with bugs and insects that we thought wouldn't be good here. The trees seemed a little worse for wear from the trip, maybe a little diseased. We said, you know what? We're going to torch these. If you want us to have cherry trees in Washington, D.C., bring us a fresh batch.
Wow.
Bring us a fresh batch.
We sent it back, demanding a new one.
Send it back to the kitchen, baby.
And then they have to sail on back to Japan, pick up some more,
and
bring them up.
Bring them on back. And shout out Japan, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for hooking it up, our nation's capital.
Huzzah.
As cherry blossoms, because you were disrespected and didn't take it that way.
I would have given them a big fat nothing.
Yeah.
And the Japanese were gracious enough to do that. So thank you. And I've seen those cherry blossoms before. They're beautiful. And I did not realize they were a second run.
If Japan and America were two grown men, two 40-year-old men, and this same exact scenario happened, they would just never talk to each other again.
No. A lot of ghosting would happen.
You're just crossing that friend off the list. You don't need that.
No.
But you know what? Diplomacy won out, and here we are.
Enjoying the spoils.
Speaking of spoils, Chip, did you know that darkness has become a $10 billion industry? Because we've built so many lights, darkness can now be monetized.
I've seen darkness on the web.
Yeah.
I've seen the band Darkness. So yeah, I can 100% get behind this.
Astrotourism is now a $10 billion industry, Chip.
Unreal.
People are traveling specifically to see stars, auroras, and actual dark skies.
Oh, so nerds is what you're saying?
No, I think people that just I love a night sky.
Sure, so do I. My brother, speaking of nerds, is a planetarium director, and he shows us the night sky indoors and out. He also has a great telescope, and to nerd out, it is. If you've ever seen the moon, like from one of these like high-powered telescopes, it is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
No, it's absolutely amazing. And you've also done a series of comedy shows in planetariums.
At the planetarium over the years, yeah, we've had a good time with that.
It's one of my favorite things that you've brought onto this comedic world, and I hope we get to do more of those in the future, dude. That would be awesome.
Night sky.
But the dark night sky has become so rare that people are willing to pay to see it. Like, I live here in Los Angeles. You got a better chance of seeing a movie star than an actual star, Chip.
That is true. Yeah.
There's so much light pollution that they really just kind of fade to black in the night sky. But it's really incredible when you get out there and see something special. Like, we were in Hawaii, amazing night sky there.
We've been up to Maine a couple times where we're just up there, and then there'll be some meteor showers, and it's just all over the place. It's incredible.
It's a trend. People are scheduling their vacations around nighttime phenomenon, specifically The Northern Lights, dude. They've been like really keyed up lately. We don't mention names on the podcast, but one of our friends in common, somebody we've worked with before, went to Iceland specifically to see the aurora and had one of the best trips of his life, he said.
Go see that Borealis.
He said his life is changed because he's
seen the green, is what you're saying.
He's seen the green. Show me the green. The new Jerry Maguire, and it is not about money. It's about that aurora borealis and the beauty of nature.
Love it.
This is a little buzzy, Chip.
Okay.
The Academy Awards were this Sunday, but we have the actors list that is really an honor just to be considered for. This is Forbes' highest paid actors of 2025 list, Chip.
This is where it matters. Speaking of seeing the green.
It's a top 10 list, and the first one is the youngest actor ever to make the top 10 highest paid actors list. Any guess?
Chevy Chase.
Maybe not the youngest actor around, but Miley Bobby Brown, 11 from Stranger Things. The youngest ever at 22. Daniel Craig coming in under number 9 at $27 million. Knives Out 3 being a large chunk of that, if not all of it. Tied for number 7, a very unlikely duo, Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
That's so they're just tied. So they're not connected via a project. Just they made the same amount.
I don't know. They might have both been in the Minecraft movie, but they both made $28 million in 2025.
I would watch something with Jason Momoa and Jack Black in it together.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Like bring back twins, maybe.
Jason Momoa, I believe, with Dave Bautista, has an action comedy movie that's out, maybe on Prime, something like that.
Okay.
I think it came out this year. But Jack Black, dude, freaking love Jack Black. I think he's hosting SNL sooner than later, which is also exciting.
Yeah.
Number 6, Denzel Washington, $38 million.
Good
Number 5, Brad Pitt, $41 million. Number 4, Scarlett Johansson, $43 million.
Really? Is she? Is that Black Widow? Is that what?
Maybe there's some Marvel stuff, but I think she was in the new Jurassic Park. She was kind of the mainstay, which is a lion's share of that came from. Dude, number 3, not totally surprising, but like this is where streaming is really flexing. Mark Wahlberg, $44 million with 0 movies in theaters this year.
That's it. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, there's nothing. I haven't seen him in a commercial in a while.
He made 3 flicks that came out in 2025. $44 million. Number 2, no surprise, Tom Cruise, $46 million, Mission Impossible.
His Impossible is very possible.
And then number 1, no stranger to the Sunburnt podcast, The Sandman, Adam Sandler, $48 million spread across Happy Gilmore 2 and Jay Kelly with Mr. George Clooney.
See, and again, not in the theater. Were either of those in the theater?
That is a good point. I mean, like, I think they may have run, but they were. He's got a deal at Netflix, so I think they're primarily at Netflix. Right. Sometimes he does stuff outside of it, I guess, but those ones were Netflix movies that may have had some theater action. But yeah, dude, it's that big stream paycheck, and total top 20 actors made a combined $590 million. And that is down 20% from 2024's list, which was $730 million. So, like, even though they're making a killing, like 20% loss in overall salary. That's pretty significant in any industry.
Let me just talk directly to those millionaires, those movie stars. Just because you took a 20% loss this year, so you are still making millions. You do not need to cash in on that podcast dollar. Stay out of the podcast lane. Let the rest of us have it. Keep making those movies, either for the silver screen or for streamers. Stay out of the podcast world. Don't get your hands dirty. That's all I'm saying.
Except for Jack Black. Shout out Jack Black. If you want to do a podcast, do it.
I would watch a Jack Black podcast.
Adam Sandler, if you want to do a podcast, if I can watch you hang out with your buddies, let's do it. If you want to be on our podcast, let's do it. You want to make a deal, let's do it.
Let's make a deal.
I love making deals.
We should make a game show about making deals.
Ooh, okay. We're putting it on the board. Siri, Take a note.
Let's make a deal or no deal. Write that down.
Let's make a deal or no deal. A game show about deals. That's it for the Algo.
Algo.
I know St. Patrick's Day has perhaps passed. People buy at this point. But the day we are recording it is bright and early on Thanksgiving morn.
Yeah.
Chip, you unearthed a very special St. Patrick's Day fact about the man, the inspiration, the legend, Jimmy Buffett. And if you would share it with us right now, that would be incredible.
Jimmy Buffett always celebrated St. Patrick's Day with a traditional green Irish beer. And by green Irish beer, I mean a margarita with a shamrock on the rim.
Dude, that guy stayed true. He loved to a themed party, but he was going to do it his way, just like he did everything else, Chip.
Of course. Yep. That's the way you do it.
What a legend.
A legend.
Buffett. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Jimmy Buffett.
To Jimmy and everyone else.
All right, Chip. Do you feel that splashing?
I feel some motion in the ocean.
Do you feel that motion in the ocean? Do you feel something bubbling up from the deep?
I do.
Everybody, it's time for the Fish of the Week.
It's the Fish of the Week, our hero from the deep.
Our hero from the deep. Chip, dude, who's our Fish of the Week this week?
Dude, I'm so excited about this one. This one is huge, not only in excitement, but in actual size.
Oh, come on.
This week's Fish of the Week is Barnaby, the giant oceanic manta ray.
Whoa, take it easy, size queens. There's enough Barnaby to go around.
Take a look at this beauty. Just black and white. He's giant. This enormous aquatic Rorschach test has black and white markings all over his body. Barnaby looks like a goth girl's kite, if you will, if you want to picture that. For those of you my age, he looks exactly like the cover of the Crow soundtrack. Barnaby, the giant oceanic manta ray, is 20 feet wide.
Come on.
And 4,000 pounds.
Oh, my gosh. That's a dense beast.
20 feet wide and 4,000 pounds. Thomas, I'd be making a joke about your mom right now if I wasn't so mesmerized by this creature's beauty. Okay? Now, how does he get that big? He's got to eat because he's moving around a lot. Barnaby has two fleshy cephalic fins that he curls up around his head that he unrolls to scoop and shove water and krill into his mouth.
I didn't know those fins were cephalic, dude.
They're so cephalic, baby. And he just pops that krill, that krill soup into his mouth that he's just constantly eating.
Oh, salty krill soup.
So he just unfurls these little fins and just boom, 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 shoves them all into his mouth. He is a beautiful natural wonder with horrific table manners, just like Britney Spears at the Waffle House.
Oh, no. Barnaby, come on.
Thomas, do you know where babies come from?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you nonetheless. At least where Barnaby's babies come from, I'll tell you that. During mating season for the giant manta rays, Barnaby and 30 of his other friends, his other male friends, will form a single, this is their word, a mating train.
Whoa.
Behind a female manta ray, and they will, for hours potentially, in a straight line, 30 of them will mirror her every move to try to mate with her. You've never seen anything like this unless you've seen manta rays in the wild or have ever been to a party at Arizona State. Once the deed is done, mothers will carry a single pup. This is not, she doesn't release a whole school of fish. She carries a single pup for a whole year. I mean, these things are big. You know, they gotta cook in the oven for a while. And then when it's born, it comes out as this little wet burrito that immediately unfurls its fins and wings and swims off on its own immediately.
Wow.
Which means that Barnaby doesn't have to worry about any custody battles or any child support payments. But there's no tossing the ball around. That kid is off. It's a real catfish in the cradle situation for Barnaby.
Barnaby came out fully cooked.
Yes. Now, Barnaby may be a monster, and an enormous one at that.
Yeah.
But he likes to be pampered, Thomas.
Of course.
Barnaby and his buddies will travel hundreds of miles sometimes to go to what they call a cleaning station, where they just hover almost perfectly still while little tiny fish will eat dead skin and parasites off of their bodies.
Oh, it's so smart.
It's kind of like you getting a little petty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a full body thing. He likes to pamper, and it's what I like to call a little reef yourself day.
You got to reef yourself. It sounds like one of my pedicures, but with less parasites being eaten.
Yeah. After he pampers himself, he likes to check himself out in the mirror. Manta rays like Barnaby can actually recognize themselves in a mirror.
That's insane. How do you find that out?
First of all, how do you find a mirror that's 20 feet wide?
That's true.
He's got to figure it out somehow. But manta rays can recognize themselves in the mirror.
Unbelievable.
But, I'm so glad that he does pamper himself because he deserves it. This beautiful black and white beast, just a gigantic, gentle giant. Barnaby, the giant oceanic manta ray, is our fish of the week.
So graceful, Barnaby.
So graceful.
So graceful. Beautiful. Technically a fish. Cartilagic fish, I believe. No bones.
Got that cartilage. He's got teeth, but they've basically gone evolved over the years where they're just basically these tiny little scales around his mouth. So he's this gentle giant, Barnaby. That's what I love about him.
Barnaby, hats off to you. You're so graceful, so beautiful. I love the way you guys move in the water. The loop-de-loops, the sweeping up of the krill.
All the movements.
Unbelievable work. And that's why you are Sunburnt Podcast Fish of the Week.
Fish of the Week.
Fish of the Week is over. That means we are cruising. We are moving straight into the good book, Chip.
The Guinness Book of World Records. Thomas, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, and I want to start off with an apology, Chip.
Oh.
I want to say I am sorry if you tried to find a quiet spot on a beach in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, this January.
Okay.
Because the Dominican Republic is officially the hottest ticket in the Caribbean right now.
Really?
I'm calling it a tourist tsunami. They just set the record for the most people flying into the country in a single month.
Whoa.
Care to guess how many tourists flew into the Dominican Republic this January alone?
I was in Punta Cana about 12 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a small island. Just in January, I'm going to say 50,000.
800,000 tourists, Chip.
Whoa.
That's basically the entire population of Seattle deciding to move to the same beach at the same time.
Imagine how many coffee shops would open that week alone.
It'd be delicious coffee. This represents an almost 9% increase from the previous year, showing no signs of the tropical fever breaking. I love this tropical fever, Chip. I think I have it.
I don't want it to break.
I think I have it, dude. People are just looking for an escape. It's tense out there. Mm-hmm. Real life is hard.
Right.
Sit on a beach.
Love it.
That was just people flying in to the Dominican Republic. When you add in potential cruise passengers, the total visitor count for the month goes up to 1.22 million people.
It's wild.
Do you think you'd notice if an extra 1.2 million people showed up?
Honestly, I think the island would tilt just a little bit. You know what I mean?
That's the problem.
I was on a resort, and it at least where I stayed, it was sort of isolated. So it's like you're on your resort, and that's where you are. Yeah. You can go out for some excursions, which we did, which were really interesting.
Love an excursion day.
But it's not like it's a huge play. I mean, they really, hopefully they have the infrastructure there. I'm sure they do. But man, that's a lot of people.
Well, interesting you mentioned the infrastructure because it has to handle a 61% increase compared to pre-pandemic levels in 2019.
That's like Thanksgiving traffic every day of the year.
It really is. So basically there was a surge in tropical travel post the COVID time.
Right. Yeah, everybody needed to get away.
Yeah, they're prioritizing sun over savings at the moment, which, who knows how long that can continue.
Yeah,
dude, 61% increase in just, I guess at this point, 7 short years.
Crazy.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad I got in on the ground floor.
You can say, like, I remember when.
I am a Punta Cana hipster.
Chip Chantry, the original Punta Cana hipster.
That's what I am. That's how I'm introduced sometimes on stage.
I think that would do well for you, dude, because you were exactly what people would expect.
Yep.
If they heard Punta Cana
and hipster
smashed together. Dude, so I mean, hats off Dominican Republic for keeping it together with all those extra guests.
Yeah.
1.22 million tourists visited in January. 800,000 of them flew to hang the whole time on the island. Pretty wild. So that is my world record, the most amount of air travelers ever to go to the Dominican Republic in 1 month, 800,000. Chip, hit me with your world record.
I'm going to move into a similar but very different world record.
Yeah.
We're still talking the islands.
Mm-hmm.
We're still kind of talking the Atlantic Ocean. Caribbean's sort of part of the Atlantic. Okay. But we're going in a much different direction, both geographically and intrinsically. Let me start out with a question, Thomas.
Okay.
Do you hate hustle?
Hate it.
What about bustle?
Oh my God! Don't get me started on bustle.
Right? It's a lot, and hey, and hats off to the Dominican Republic, by the way, for that hustle and bustle, and good for them.
Yeah.
But if you want a little something different, maybe take a trip to my world record island, which is the most remote inhabited island in the world.
Okay.
This is the most remote, tucked away island where people actually reside. Okay.
Yeah.
Furthest away from anything else on Earth.
Yeah. Dude.
Congrats to Tristan da Cunha, a tiny volcanic island in the South Atlantic Ocean, halfway between Argentina and South Africa.
Dude, that is out there.
So you are down, and you're down pretty far in the Atlantic. We're not talking tropical island here, like the Dominican. This is a little chillier, a little closer to Antarctica. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, it's halfway between Argentina and South Africa. It's the Barstow of the Atlantic, if you will.
Between Vegas and Los Angeles.
Exactly. It's like if you're driving for a big bachelor weekend, you start in Argentina, you're going to drive to South Africa, you're stopping in Tristan da Cunha.
You're going pee-pee in Tristan da Cunha.
Right.
With the help of some Donomite.
Right. Yeah, you gotta get that Donomite in. You gotta get that fix. It's 7 miles across and 38 square miles. It's about the size of Santa Barbara, California.
Oh, nice.
Except you're not going to find Oprah or Ellen or Harry and Meghan there.
My birthplace, Chip.
That's right. You're not going to find many people there, Thomas. You're going to find 250 people, roughly.
Ooh, that's a low number, dude.
And all of them share one of the 7 same last names. So there are only 7 last names.
Serious?
On this island that they share. The phone book and let me just say Tinder has to be very awkward to navigate.
Phone book's probably like a phone sheet.
Yeah, it's just one laminated just paper.
Everybody's a hinge match.
Everybody is. So again, this is not a tropical island. I want you to picture, Thomas, we've all been there. It's one of our favorite places on Earth. Picture Dingle, Ireland, the town of Dingle.
Freaking love Dingle.
Put it on its own island and then throw it down in the middle of the South Atlantic. And that just, by some of the pictures and videos I was watching, that's kind of the vibe. Some beautiful mountains and then just sort of like this little village of these people. You know, got the little grocery store. They're doing their thing. It's just beautiful. Now, here's the thing. Their closest neighbor, and that's what makes them the most remote inhabited island, their closest neighbor. So if you wanted to get off the island and be like, I got to go see some other people, you have to travel 1,300 miles.
Dude, that's insane.
And here's the kicker. To get to that island is also another super remote island. So you're really not going to get much more.
Yeah.
Okay? If you really wanted to get to civilization, like on the continent, you are going 1,500 miles to South Africa. That's the closest you're going to get to. Thomas, there is no airport on Tristan da Cunha. There is no landing strip, which is a joke that I'm just too bedazzled to even make.
Yeah.
Okay? If you really need to get to civilization, it is a. I don't say civilization. It is a civilization, but like a bigger, a bigger land.
Yeah.
You can't take a plane because there's literally not a landing strip or an airport. You have to take a 6 to 7 day boat trip to get to South Africa.
That is so remote. It's just like makes me wonder, like, what's the medical situation on this island?
Yeah, I mean it could be scary if you really you got something going on. You better hopefully the local doctor can take care of it, or you're taking a week's journey on the high seas.
Yeah, this is like almost like Deadwood.
Right.
It's like there's one or two people that got a little training, maybe. Hopefully there's a full-fledged doctor, but like, wow, what a tight-knit community. What a remote community. This is incredible.
And they seem like the coolest people. Do. I will say they do get visitors. It's a backup of like months or even years because they do actually have some cruise ships show up and will visit the island. They get guided tours of the island. So it does raise the rate of the population. And they seem very friendly about it. But so they do get those visitors. But they get supplies in apparently once maybe every 2 months or so, they say, like groceries and that type of thing.
That's nuts.
But most of them subsist on, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Not just this, but they have they grow potatoes. And their biggest industry, which is lobster fishing.
Oh, okay.
So, Thomas, I mean, could you imagine? At first, when I heard this is such a remote island, I was like, why would you want to live there? And then I saw the people, I saw the stuff, and then I thought, it just seemed great. And then I thought, Magic, could you just imagine living on lobster and French fries every day?
Not a bad way to make it through if you like lobster. French fries are fantastic.
So hats off to this island for being the most remote inhabited island in the entire world. Tristan da Cunha, which of course translates to, go ahead, have a nuclear war. We'll be chilling out down here.
Dude, yeah, to be so far away from it all, that's got to be fantastic. Do you know what language they speak there?
I watched a guy do a video.
Yeah.
And the people that he was speaking to all speak in English. So I'm sure there are some other dialects or some other whatever. But yeah.
Dude, so remote. So few people. That sounds like a blast, dude. I would love to go hang out there for a week, see what's going on.
Me too.
See what the people are into.
Maybe 250 of them can squeeze into a little auditorium. We do a comedy show for them.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm ready.
An In Paradise stop, perhaps.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's it for the good book. Just want to give you a quick reminder. Trouble in Paradise hotline is open. You can leave us a voicemail at 310-845-6038. If we use it, we'll give you one of these. And, we appreciate the prank calls.
Yeah.
We really do.
Bring them on, baby.
But we can suss out when it's not a Trouble in Paradise call that's real. So bring whatever you want to that phone number. If
you have an embarrassing vacation story, a harrowing vacation story, just a crazy vacation situation that you've had, give us a call. Mm-hmm. Leave it on there. Leave it with your name or just be anonymous. Either one, we're cool.
We are beyond cool. We're Sunburnt. This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy, tropical travel. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. My digital clock isn't showing the time. It's showing a countdown from an hour.
That's right, Mr. Chantry. We've booked you in our hotel's escape room. You have 60 minutes to solve the puzzle in your room and escape.
What happens if I don't solve the puzzle?
I've said too much already. Good luck, Chip.
Thank you.